snow card, you can kind of go perpendicular to the layers, and sometimes that'll help bring out some of the obvious crust structure. You can also just take your gloved hand and, you know, give it a little brush. Sometimes that'll help. But you can see the obvious ones. And when you have a clean pit, you'll be able to follow that layer all the way around. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to identify, after we've cleaned our walls, the different densities of the layers. So the first test we do, and the only time you'll ever hear a climbing guide say take your gloves off in these environments, is to take a bare hand and on the side wall, not on the back wall, we're saving that, start tapping. John kind of mentioned this earlier, straight down with your finger, feeling for any crusts or any big changes in density. And where you feel those, you might put a little mark.
Excavate them a little bit.
You know, and be careful. Be careful not to jump over stuff, because you'll miss these thin little crusts that are in here. And go all the way down to the ground. This pit can be dug out a little bit deeper. I just wanted to get you guys over here. As soon as you finish doing that, get your hand back in your glove and do the hand hardness test. So John mentioned this yesterday about observations in snowpack. What's it start with? What's the least dense snow?
Fist.
Fist. All right, so with a gloved fist, starting at the top, put about 5 pounds of force onto it. And if that goes in, we'll call that fist. If it doesn't, what's the next step? Move it down. 4 fingers. No, we want to find out how dense is this top layer. So I'll put about 5 pounds of force, 4 fingers, see if it penetrates. If it doesn't, what's next? 1 finger. So,
is that going in?
Yep, that's
okay.
going in with about 5 pounds. And if I'm not sure, I can move a little bit and check. You know, like, okay, yeah, that feels like 1 finger to me. 1 finger. If it suddenly gets soft down here, I need to go back up a step to make sure that's not 4 finger. All right, so so it starts fist, 4 finger, 1 finger, then what?
Pencil?
Pencil. We all have pencils with us, right?
Of course.
The sharp end of the pencil. And if that doesn't go in, you can take the edge of your saw or a little pocket knife and try to jab that in. And if that doesn't go in, you're going to call it ice.
Use a laser.
So that's the hand hardness scale. I want everybody to first clean up your pit wall, clean up the side, do the finger tap, mark which layers you think are in there, and then run through the hand hardness scale. And John and I are going to be rotating around, seeing what you guys are finding. Cool.